Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's Thankful Tuesday. So let's get in here and give some gratitude. Hello, hello, hello. Deirdre, happy Halloween. It is, isn't it? It is Halloween. So let's see if we can get some Halloween stuff going on. There we go. I love this. I love to play. Let's see, what else do we have? Happy Halloween. All right, so how's everybody doing? It's Tuesday. It's Gratitude Day, and I'm grateful for all of you that are here. Let's go into our hearts. Touch the heart center and slow down the breathing. And add in love, gratitude, anything positive. And what's the last ingredient? Put a smile on your face. So, alrighty. Well, we need to call some people in here, obviously. Where you guys at? Deirdre's here. Deirdre, are we partying all by ourselves? Because I don't see any other P's. I know I'm a little late, but goodness. Yep, I guess it's me and you partying, Deirdre. Okay, so let me read what the angels had to say, which is breaking free. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. John Lennon. When I think about my life, I remember that a big part of it involved trauma. Some of the resultant scars show vividly, forever tattooed in my skin, and I can remember how each one came to be. Trauma can be a powerful force, shaping the way we perceive ourselves and the world around us. It's like being bound by invisible chains that influence our thoughts, behaviors, and relationships. Understanding these chains is the first step towards reclaiming control over our lives. Dear angels, I questioned whether all humans experience trauma. Experts say that around 75% of people report that they have been exposed to a trauma, which is an event where there was a threat to their physical self or another person, and that leaves them with the intense fear or helplessness. Dear ones, breaking free from the chains of trauma is a journey, not a destination. It's about learning to live with the scars while refusing to be defined by them. Moving forward involves reclaiming your lives, making choices that align with your values, and embracing the possibility of a future untethered by the past. As you navigate this path, remember that healing is possible, and every step taken towards liberation is a victory in itself. Dear angels, today I promise to remember that my traumas don't define me and that I have choices in navigating my path. I really loved this message from them last night, that our traumas and our past don't define us. That's not what this is all about. And I thought it was interesting that the statistics were so high. I at first thought, well, I guess everybody has trauma, but obviously there are some people that come here and and live their life without it, without having to experience the really deep, dark stuff. And we got people coming in. Kathy Hand, good morning, Kathy. How are you doing? And Deirdre's calling in some of our peeps. Thank you for sharing, Kathy. Andrea, good morning. Andrea, I got your message. I'm so glad that you have signed up for my 3-month group course. And Ricky, calling all Rickies. Get your butt in here, Ricky and Josie. Good morning, Catherine Kovacs. All right, so let's see what Kuan Yin has to say about being untethered by our past. You know, I don't like the way this Halloween, these pumpkins look. Let me find something different. Yeah, that one's better. Alrighty, so see what Kuan Yin has to say. And when y'all come in, share what you're grateful for. Just one thing. I am grateful for waking up this morning and grateful that we're not as frozen as some peas are this morning. My goodness, it's in the 20s in some places. And I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I'm not there yet. We're in the 40s right now. That's what I woke up to. I thought I turned my dinger off, so let me do that. Okay. It's never too late. If you have forgotten who you are, know that your true self has not gone away and never will. Underneath every layer of conditioning, under all twisting and turning and trying to fit into some shape to please others, your true self remains true, ready and waiting to rise up in original gorgeousness and glory. It is never too late for you to choose to be you. And that is a choice, isn't it? We make choices every moment that we're alive. We make different decisions. Sometimes we change our mind 10 times in 10 minutes, but that's our choice. We have that prerogative. So decide to be you. I love it. Catherine Kovacs, you're grateful for your cats. Awesome. Andrea's grateful for family. And Deirdre is grateful that the sky is blue and the sun's coming out, and my thump pea is with me. Awesome. Yes, we have a lot of overcast stuff going on here. I can't see the mountain range, which normally I could look out the window and see the mountains, but it's all foggy here this morning and cloudy. And Kathy, you've got 40s there where you're at. Yeah, that's where we're 43 right now and cloudy. Why am I still dinging? I turned the dinger off. Don't know what's making noise now. And Catherine, also grateful for your Morning Cuppa Joy family. Me too. I'm so grateful for every one of you. So what else is happening? Kathy, you had a doctor's appointment. How did that go? And can we lift you up in prayer for anything? I'm hoping that it was a good visit and that you had great results from the visit. Anything else going on? We are missing a lot of peas. Do we have our Jeans in here? I don't remember seeing Blue or Auntie Jean. Nope, I don't see them here. Annie Banani just showed up though. Good morning, sweet Annie. I'm so glad you're here. And there's Auntie Jean. See, all I had to do was talk about her and she couldn't stand it. She had to come in. Good morning, Jean. And are you a frozen pea also? We got lots of frozen peas this morning. So what else is going on? We had a beautiful day yesterday, all day long at Enlightened World Network. There were offerings of such beautiful love, meditations, prayer time, just getting together and talking. It was really good. I enjoyed the day, even though it was exhausting. At the end of the day, I was like ready to fall asleep. But yeah, we went from our show yesterday morning at 8 o'clock, and we stopped around 10 o'clock last night. So it was a very full day. And Kathy, you need more tests done Friday. Possible increased blockage. Oh, let's pray for that to open up, Kathy. I pray that it does for you. And Annie says, Mama P, it's so lovely to see your face and your love this morning. Oh, thank you, Annie. It's great to be here. And Auntie, your ears were burning. Yes, from the freezer. Oh, I guess I picked a good place to be for right now, huh? Yeah, the 40s, I can tolerate it. Going outside and taking little Magi out for her morning walk. And I told her before I even opened the door, I said, girl, you got to get out there and do your thing and come back, because it doesn't look sunny and bright out. It looked all gray and overcast. And she was so good. She did. She went right over and did her peeing this morning, and then she came rushing back inside. Catherine DeSante, good morning, sweet one. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so any other gratitude? Anything that's going on? Today, there's not going to be a pea pod today, unless I just come on and talk with you all for a bit. But I don't have a guest today, and things had been so hectic that I didn't have one lined up. So we won't meet today, I don't think, at 5 o'clock. Other than that, we have the 1 o'clock, the 10 million for world peace that I think Deirdre's already put a link to the website. You did. And today's day 31, Halloween. Anybody with kids that are celebrating Halloween, or even adults celebrating Halloween? One of my most fun Halloweens was after I was an adult, and I was, I think I was Little Orphan Annie? I can't remember, but Raggedy Ann. It was so fun to dress up for Halloween parties once you're out of the kid phase and you've got different kinds of costumes going on, right? Blue, where have you been? Good morning. Grateful for Annie. Well, Annie, thank you for sharing it to our Blue. And Kathy Hand's grateful for the potluck we are having at work today. I made a mummy brie cheese with cherry jam inside. How fun. The food store is giving out candy this morning. Wow. Auntie Jean, computer is wonky, can't get on your timeline. I'm not live on my timeline. I stopped doing that because it was too confusing. So I'm only live in the page, Angel Speakers Teri Angel. That's where you can find me every morning. Jennifer, good morning, sweetie. And I know you're not a frozen pea, Jen. It might be a little chilly for you, but I know that it's not freezing in Florida. And it better not be, because that's where I'm headed after I leave Kentucky. So a couple more weeks I will be in the warmer weather. Auntie Jean, going out and trying again? Okay, you're here. I don't get it, Jean, but okay. 73 in Florida. Yeah, that's not bad. Just be glad it's not in the 90s still, right? You do get a little bit of a break in the wintertime, but not much. So what were you the last time that you dressed up for Halloween? Whether it was for a party or to give out the candy to the trick-or-treaters. Anybody got a cool Halloween outfit that you had as an adult? Mine, like I said, the Raggedy Ann was, I think, one of my favorite Halloween costumes of all time. It was just a fun one. Michelle, happy Halloween to you, Michelle. And Blue says, well, David, my first kiss was on Halloween. One time I said, half asleep, happy anniversary on Halloween. While half asleep, he laughed and said, honey, you're asleep. Our anniversary was last month. Then I said, no, anniversary of our first kiss. And he sent me a dozen of beautiful orange roses to my office. That is so cool. I love the celebrations like that. That's fun. You know, anybody can remember your wedding anniversary, but what about those first kisses and the first dates and the fun stuff, right? And Deirdre, my mom was a sewer. She made awesome costumes for us every year. Oh my gosh, I can see you and dressed up in Halloween costumes. I bet that was fun, Deirdre. You're so creative. And Auntie Jean says, I like being with everyone, not by myself. Okay. Well, you're not by yourself. You're right here with all of us partying this morning. All right, so let's do a tiny book so we can get on with this day and keep sharing gratitude, keep sharing fun stuff. Let's make it a fun Tuesday. A Tuesday where we can just lighten up the energy. And let me put in here for you to type in your prayer requests, because sometimes I get busy and forget to say that. But I can't find it. There it is. Okay, we're ready for that tiny book this morning, I see. Annie wants page 18. I almost turned right to it. I turned to 19. All right, so 18 says, as you deal with each thing that comes your way, you become stronger. It's only when you throw your arms up in defeat that you shrink down and miss the blessing. So true. You know, we get stronger by facing our fears and facing the things that life hands us, all those challenges and fires. We don't get stronger by walking away and ignoring what's happening. So thank you, Annie. I really like that message this morning. And Michelle says, page 31. Blue, it's my sister who passed, Carrie, aka Scary's birthday today. Boo. Oh, well, happy birthday, Carrie, in spirit. So Michelle says page 31. And that page says, teach the children about kindness. Show them by example what compassion looks like. When the scale of compassion and love energy is fuller than the scale of hate and indifference, your earth will come back into balance. I love that. I can just visualize that, can't you? Can you visualize the scale of justice and see all those acts of kindness flowing into that one side? And then, of course, we're always going to have contrast, so that side's always going to be full. But bringing in the good things that people are doing. Again, I wish there was a good news TV. I think this is our good news TV. This is as close as we're going to get, right, to sharing the good things in life and the good that people are doing for each other. But I love that message. Thank you, Michelle, for picking that one. And Deirdre says, page 4. And Kathy, you and Bob used to host Halloween parties before kids. Well, you could still host them after kids. Just send them to bed, right? All right, so let's see what Deirdre's page 4 is. We encourage you to stand firm in your divine self, and when you enter the can'tness, examine your options. Y'all know that's my least favorite word, right? I don't even look at it anymore as one of those options. So if you're finding yourself using that and saying, I can't, when it comes to doing something, really look at what you're saying. I always teach this. Look at what you're saying there. And the angels say that can't means I choose not to. So anytime you're faced with an I can't, look at why. Why are you saying that? What's your purpose? What's your reason for throwing that word out there in the mix? When you know it's my least favorite word. So stop using it. I like that message though. Thank you. That was Deirdre. Thank you, Deirdre, for choosing that. When you enter the can'tness, examine your options. Annie says, fun, fun. We're going to the trick or trunk this afternoon for Grayson. Oh boy, that little guy is going to be on a sugar high tonight, you know. And Catherine Kovacs said page 31. We already did page 31. And Sally, happy Halloween to Sally and Tony, whose anniversary is today, and years of legally being married, but almost 27 years together. So Sally and Tony, congratulations. Let's send them some love. And Blue says page 70, because Carrie would be 70 today. So she was born the same year that I was born. I love that, Blue. All right. Page 70. Oh, this is exactly what our message was from last night from the angels. There is much wisdom in your scars. I've always said, don't be ashamed of those scars. And I was for a bit. Yeah, I've got lots of scars. And I had a really ugly scar that was on my arm from when I was on dialysis. And that was many, many years ago, like 40, the scar, I think that particular scar was from 48 years ago. 48 or 49. Anyway, it was long and it was ugly because not only was that particular part of the skin open once, it was open twice. And so I covered it up with a tattoo. And I was ashamed of it. I hated that scar. I hated looking at it. I hated what it reminded me of. So later on, after I covered it up, I thought, you know, my scars tell a story, and they're nothing to be ashamed, they're nothing to be ashamed of. My hiccups this morning. So, yeah, your scars all tell a story. Annie, me and psychic gifts. I know, your intuition's way up there, sweetie. Auntie Jean says, I'm grateful I am old because I can blame everything on old age. You are not old, my dear. You're a mountaintop guru. You will never age. Oh, Prachetta. Hello, darling. Prachetta and Prachir and Goofy. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, It's a 31 day. Oh, well, because it is the 31st, right? So should I do another one from the 31st? Let me see. See if anybody else chooses a different one. Charlie, good morning to you. And Kathy Hand said, we did have one party when our kids were young. I was a Renaissance maiden and Bob was my knight in shining armor. Oh, what fun. I hope you have pictures of that. So Auntie Jean's choosing page 69 and number 4. So let's see what 69 looks like. Love is an energy, and energy can shift and change. Thus, when the body is no longer there to house that energy, it will move to another dimension. The spirit that leaves the body takes only the love it held in the heart. I love this message. That's probably one of my favorite messages of the whole book. And Blue says, oh gosh, never forgotten. It's my father-in-law's birthday. He was a big old love bear. He always wanted Reiki on his shoulders. He called me miserable daughter-in-law. I called him nasty old man. I see some love flowing in there, Blue Jean. Yes, giving lots of happy anniversaries, happy birthdays in spirit. I love that. And Deirdre's giving us our daily prayer for all humans, for Gaia, and all who live on her back, for world peace and attention to human trafficking, our mission of save someone's child. Auntie Jean, you're a young fox. That's cool. Women age like fine wine. And Sally says page 13, which is 31 in reverse. Okay, we'll go with that, and then I think that's it for the readings because we need to go into our prayer time. Page 13. Okay. When you are lying on the bathroom floor, filled with grief and rage, wanting the pain to disappear along with your tears, we are sitting right beside you on that cold tile. Let your passion and all your emotions flow freely. Those are the moments you are most authentic. You can never love too deep or care too much. I like that. That should be a bumper sticker. You can never love too deep or care too much. And that's what grief is all about, isn't it? Grief, the deeper we grieve and the more we go into the sadness, it just shows how deeply we loved that person or that experience. If you might be grieving a place that you once lived in and you moved, yeah, this is a really good message to honor your grief, honor those feelings. And when a loved one does leave, the best legacy they can leave behind is people remembering them so fondly that they have tears. That's what I say. I'm just remembering them fondly with my tears that are falling from my eyes, because there are some people in life that I just, as soon as I heard that they had left their physical body, my whole soul grieved for them, because I knew that I wouldn't see their smile again or feel their touch. And speaking of grief, I heard yesterday about Matthew Perry, who is now in spirit. He was, I think, my favorite character on Friends. I've binge watched Friends. I've seen it so many times now. But when I heard yesterday that Matthew had passed, I was sad, but I also smiled, because I know he went through so much in his physical human existence, and I was so glad that he got his wings and doesn't have all that stress anymore. But it also, it was tender because I did love being entertained by him. Annie, you wear your dad's jacket when it gets cold, and you have it on now. How sweet, and remembering him in that way. Auntie Jean, did you miss Kuan Yin? I don't know if you missed it or not, but the message was it's never too late. And thank you, Sally, for the prayers for all who are in need of a little extra love and lifting up today. Thank you. Prachetta, special prayers for my dearest, beautiful fairy Teri, ma'am. You are the best. Happiness prayer request for my dear brother Prachir, nephew Goofy, brother Neil, and Aunt Mina, and love you all so much. Well, let me just send out some happiness with the happiness wand, the love wand, and sending some to Prachir and to Goofy, and take this beautiful heart energy and turn whatever it is that's going on with that frown, turn it upside down and be happy. Blue says, grief brings me into sadness, tears, and then the memories bring me to love and joy. If I grieve too much, I get slapped, probably by the Fae, right? And Prachetta, you loved Chandler Bing. Yeah, let's all just remember him with a smile on our face, because, oh, how funny was he on that show. It was really good. Michelle Landers, need prayers for your health. Absolutely, Michelle. Sending some love healing your way. Prachir, received. I love it. Well, let's receive as we go into our hearts this morning. And if you have more prayer requests, go ahead and type those in so we know how to pray for you and lift you up. And tomorrow we will revisit that prayer list. And Blue said Matthew was from Westfield, Massachusetts, near here. Oh, sweet. He was a New Englander. That's cool. All right, so let's go into our hearts. Just relax the body. Breathe into your heart and exhale. Release. Take the air in again into your lungs. Hold it there and release. And this time, breathe in love. You know, love means different things to different people. But I think we all can resonate with unconditional love. And that's what we're talking about. When you breathe that into your heart, it just changes and shifts your energy. So allow it to do that. Allow your energy to be uplifted. Allow the frequency to lift and spin faster and raise higher to where you can see the miracles. When we're able to laugh or to have that warmth inside of our heart, our frequency, our vibration keeps rising higher, like Marietta says, up to a higher plane. And it's from that higher viewpoint that we see more clearly. We see love. We see light. We see joy. And we're able to remember those that have left us behind on this human journey. We see their spirit, and we can hear their words clearer when we leave behind all the noise and the chatter that's going on around us. So anytime you want to get closer to someone in spirit, whether that's a parent or a family member, a loved one, just go into an energy of pure essence of love and joy and peace. And when you raise your vibration up to that point, you're unstoppable. You really, truly can see the miracles. You can see things that transpired in your life. And maybe at the time you went through it, there was nothing to smile about. But now you can look back on it and reflect and either giggle or smile at what you went through and say thank you. Let's give gratitude today for every experience that we've been through in this human existence. We forget to do that many times. Once we go through the fire and come out on the other side, sometimes we don't want to remember what we've been through. And you don't have to remember every detail, but just know that the scars that you have make you stronger. Those scars tell stories. So as you look at a scar, whether it's on the outside or the inside, just pause and say thank you. Thank you for this scar that I can see on my hand. Thank you for the scar on my leg. Thank you that I made it through that fire, and I'm here to tell about it. Our scars tell stories. And when you're telling someone the story of your life, what you've been through, what you've encountered, don't forget those stories. Don't forget to share what you've overcome. You don't have to share the details, but in sharing what we overcome, we give other people hope. We give them a sense that they can do it too. If I can do it, anybody can do it. So share your stories and share your smiles, showing the world how strong you have become, walking through all of those fires of life. Let's turn our attention to the prayers. Those who have asked for prayer today, those who have been on our prayer list, some of you for I think a couple of years now have been on our prayer list, and we continue to lift you every day. We bring those prayers forward and we ask them to be seen and heard and acknowledged and answered for the best and highest good of each person or each animal or each place here on the planet. And so we bring them to our Creator. We bring them to the divine, asking for the healing touch of Master Jesus, asking for the nurturing of Divine Mother, asking for the wisdom we receive through experiences, and gratitude to our angels that are with us and won't let us walk through those fires alone. Love and gratitude. Let's fill into that energy right now. Love and gratitude. See it mixed together like a swirly ice cream cone. Love and gratitude. Focus on that. And don't they go hand in hand? The more you love, the more gratitude you have. And the more gratitude you have, the more love shows up in your life. So let's give out love and gratitude this morning. Let's give it to each other. So let me put the words up there and somebody get us started with our thank you, I love you. And if you were on the receiving end of prayers today, if you had put your name in the circle, just receive. Receive. Accept, align, allow. That AAA that our Leo sings about. So who was first in here? Deirdre, thank you. I love you. All right, so let me get Leo cranked up with our Morning Cuppa song. And get the doggies ready to dance. Come on, come on. I love you. And Leo is with us. Yay. Peace in the pod. A cuppa full of joy on this Halloween day. Oh, thank you for the update, Blue Jean. Our sweet Dolly. Thank you. I love you. Namaste, y'all. We got barking going on. That looks wild, doesn't it? Cuppa full of joy. Do you have your cup full of joy? I hope you got it filled to the brim today. Accept, align, allow. AAA, y'all. I can hear Grayson saying that. Namaste, y'all. No sneak tricks. Oh, Annie. That sounds good, although I don't like sweet coffee. Oh, he does love his AAA and his Leo. Oh, Auntie Jean said the programs yesterday were amazing. Be sure to watch Dr. Marcia Martin's meditation last night. Oh my gosh, we ended the day with Marcia, and wow, that was a powerful meditation. Also, the one by Kirillani was very, very good, working with our breath work. Yeah, it was a beautiful day, beautiful offerings. Chewy didn't get a TREAT. I can't say it, or somebody here will want one. Although I should give her one because she was so good. She really has been good while I've been on the air, especially yesterday when I was on all day long. And she was really, really good. So, all right, so stay in your hearts, everyone. I will see you at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. That's when we do the meditation for 10 million for world peace. Come join us. Come be with us. And stay in your heart. Stay blessed. Namaste, y'all. Bye, everyone.